Hey kids, we're back. I'll give you all a few minutes to join the live stream. You know, I guess I should start playing music during these live streams to give people the chance to join. Well, we'll have a special guest today. You know, why don't I announce him when I see that he's on? Well, I gotta get at least one viewer. It seems like I have 3 viewers now. Yeah, so we'll have a special guest today. The special guest is probably viewing this now because I sent him a link. He's the only person that got the link. And we did agree that I would be doing a live stream. And I just see something that is frustrating me a little bit. Now my switcher over there isn't working again, but it was working just earlier. Why isn't it working now? So it's not really the switcher. Let me see if I can open it here. So this is an important live stream. And I'll tell you about the special guest. So you are all now part of a research and development. Dr. David Sherling is here. Okay. Hello, doctor. So I'm a bit frustrated. It's not connecting to the switcher again. Why is it not connecting to the switcher? It was just working before. All right. Anyway, so I guess I'll have to use the switcher here because I have like a stream deck there, and I like to use my phone, and it's not connecting, as you can see. See that thing here with a red X? Unbelievable. Just now when I need it to work. So the special guest is a retired research scientist that used to work for Boeing. So his name is Kevin. I can say that. But that's all for now, right? In terms of privacy and all. And he's an astronomer, like I said, retired. So he's got a little time to do interesting stuff. And this all started with you know, him reaching out to me asking for some 3D scans, because I am doing 3D scans of guitars. And I sent some files to him. He wanted to experiment a little bit. He ended up buying his own scanner, so now he doesn't need my files. Oh, unless I have something interesting like I have today, right now, okay? Which I do, which is why we're doing this. So I will be sending this file to him, and he is doing some amazing work. So he came up with the idea to do like an app, a piece of software to analyze the 3D scans. And this is a piece of software specifically designed for guitars or instruments with a neck, frets, or maybe even no frets, and strings. Amazing, right? All right. So, see, now it's not as straightforward. So we lost the internet connection here earlier this week, or was it now last week? I lost track of time. And I stayed here all night, one day, fixing everything. I kind of fixed it. Then my switching wasn't working, not connecting, but seems to be connecting to the internet now. But it's not connecting to my auxiliary equipment that I use to switch. Okay, I'm frustrated. Just now, but it was working before. Okay, so let's get to work, because this is really interesting. So here is the guitar. And here's the 3D scanner. So the guitar is a workhorse. It's been through quite a few gigs. I already adjusted the truss rod a little bit. It was tool. See, now I can't use the Stream Deck, so I got to do this and this. Okay. So I already adjusted the truss rod a little bit because it was, well, there was really too much relief. It was more like an up bow, not relief. And there's still too much relief or up bow. So let's take a measurement here. I think it's off the charts, but we'll take a measurement. A measurement. So first of all, we want to know how uneven the frets are around where we are taking a measurement, the 8th fret. So there's a, you know, a little bit of a, well, it's slightly higher than the two adjacent frets here, so that'll throw off the measurement a little bit, I guess. Not I guess, I know. So let's start with this. 22 1/1000ths doesn't fit. 18 fits. 20. It kind of wants to fit. Yeah, it kind of fits, right? 20 1/1000ths. Now on the other side, 20 1/1000ths does not fit. 18 does not. 16 kind of wants to start fitting. This is 14. Okay, so 14, 20, about, right? I think it might be 15, right? But I don't have a feeler gauge that's 15. So we'll compare these measurements to the measurements on the scan. So now let's take a measurement of the string height, which is called the action. And where is my action gauge? Oh, I got it right here. It's terrible. It's super high. So it should be around 60. And here I am, so it's between the 90 and 100 1/1000ths of an inch. I'm going to call it 93 or 94 1/1000ths of an inch. It's hard to tell. And on the base side, I'm also going to call it 95-ish 1/1000ths of an inch. So I like to set it up to 60 1/1000ths of an inch, depending on the curvature of the you know, frets, which is your radius. So 60 to be able to bend without fretting out. But this guitar is fretting out. And here I like to set it to, it depends, more than 60, maybe 70, maybe 80. All right. So now let's plug the guitar into the electrical outlet. Let's plug it into the amplifier. Now I'm not sure how much you'll be able to hear because I'm wearing a dynamic microphone. Oh, I could plug it into the audio interface. That's better, because then you'll be able to hear. I think you should be. All right. So in that case, I believe that I don't do this every day. Bear with me. GarageBand. Okay. Let's see. You will hear it. What is this message now? That this is connected. Oh, and my switcher is back. Connecting. Maybe it's going to connect to the switcher. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Is it this? I don't think that's it. Okay, bear with me. I should have okay, I don't know. Oh, okay. Let's try this. I don't think that's it. Okay, kids, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, sometimes I get confused with these things. Let's just plug it into the amplifier there. It's fretting out, okay? So now, here's the thing. When the string is so high, it doesn't fret out, right? But if I go down to where it needs to be, which is 61 thousandths of an inch, I'm gonna bring it down to 60. You cannot play the guitar. Well, you can't play the guitar now because it's so high. So let's bring it down to 60-ish. And I'm only going to adjust one of the strings. A little higher. It's a little higher than 60. I think that's about right. Okay, so now okay, so on the 14th fret, it totally frets out, okay, when I bend it. And I'm not sure if you were able to hear that. So what I'm going to do is I'll put this microphone here, momentarily next to the amplifier. So now you will be able to hear it. You hear that? Okay, now 15th fret, frets out. 16th fret out. 17th, a little bit less. Okay. This frets out as well. Almost. Not quite. Obviously, it's more difficult to bend here, but okay, but there's too much relief, right? So if we straighten the neck, it might be fretting out around the 7th fret. I don't know yet. Okay, so we have this like this. So now I need to prepare the guitar. So let's unplug it. I need to prepare the guitar for scanning. And I have these things. So it doesn't want to connect to my switcher, and I don't know why. The IP address is correct. I have no idea. Okay, so I lowered one of the strings. We're going to take a 3D scan of this fingerboard, fretboard. Okay, so I know I should have prepared all this ahead of time, but you know I didn't. So now it's like this. Let me show you what I'm doing. I'm going to put this here. Okay. So these are tracking markers for the scanner. And I'm also going to put some markers here around the bridge. Where do I have those markers? Right here. So these I made up myself from, you know, the stickers. I basically used 2 markers to make one. I just back to back, I just kind of stuck them together. So I can kind of scatter them around the bridge. And the scanner will be able to scan this area around the bridge. Maybe even the pickups here, why not? Come on. It's free. Even here I can put a couple. And that should do it. I think the more the better, but I think this is enough now. Okay, so let's start scanning. I am going to lose a connection to the YouTube, so I won't be able to see comments anymore. So let's see, loud and clear. I heard it. Okay. We couldn't hear it before. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm sorry. Right, I should have. You know, it's like I don't do every aspect of live streaming every day, and then sometimes I forget how it's done. So let's turn on the scanner, and I am going to set this up so that you can see the screen also. So I'll put this camera here, and I'll point the camera at the screen. And I tell you, friends, this is really, you're part of this research R&D project. No one else is doing it, and you get to be part of it. So yeah, enjoy the ride. Now I need to open the software, Creality Scan. So this is a Creality Raptor Pro, okay? Scanner, 3D scanner. It's authorizing. And we are going to call this a Fender Strat, I don't know. I need to, now I'm going to lose connection to the YouTube. I will not be able to see your comments from now on. Oh, unless I monitor the comments on my, yeah, so hold on. I will be able to see your comments on my phone. Because I can watch my own YouTube live stream on my phone. Okay? Because I want to be able to, you know, answer questions. But it's not connecting. So this might be why I cannot connect to my switcher. Something's wrong, again, with the internet here. Okay, I don't know, friends. All I know is I need to connect to my scanner. Okay. So now I should be able to start a new project. It's not connected yet. I guess it's connected. Green. New project. Okay. I'm going to call it Strat dash monster. Okay. Here we go. Our resolution. I'm going to go all the way up with that. Strat monster. Okay. I think we're good. And now what I do is I throw this here on this screen. I have a screen right here where so that I can establish eye contact with you. It's actually a teleprompter. So I put that there, and that's the way that I can expand it to full screen. And now I need to quit something here. Hold on. Okay, zoom, okay, because I was also running zoom. And what do I do now? Okay, now I need to do this. So now it's on that screen. And if I do this, now you can see this, right? So why is the scanner not working? Oh, because I haven't set it up yet all the way. So another thing I can show you is the actual screen. So here I click scan. It's initializing. So here I can set the exposure. I think we need to go a little bit more like this based on my experience. We'll leave everything else the way it is for now. And now when I go here, you can see how it appears on the screen, and I just start scanning the fingerboard. Okay, I know I'm kind of standing in front of it, but this tells me that I'm at the right distance from what I'm scanning. And we want to also scan the bridge. Okay, so the guitar is now appearing in the virtual 3D space. It's also scanning the workbench, which is why you get this reading here that something is too far, but that's the workbench. We don't care about that. We only worry about the distance here of the guitar. Okay, and let's have a look at just the screen. Now I want to also scan under the strings. Just like that. We don't want to move it too fast because then we can lose tracking, and I like to avoid that. Sometimes it doesn't like to reconnect immediately. But we do want to scan under the strings. Okay. And we want to have a nice solid scan so that we can analyze the fret wear. Now, I could have scanned this with only parallel lines. I don't think it makes a difference on this scale when we are working with this size object. But when I just do the parallel lines, we can achieve an even higher resolution. But I think it only works with smaller objects. Let's say if I was just to scan the nut and perhaps just a few frets close to the nut. Now I am trying to focus here in this area. I don't want to put my hand there because, you know, that's a foreign object. We don't want to introduce anything that's not there. I don't want to confuse the algorithm, whatever. That's a big word. It's always a little bit challenging to scan the first position there because the strings are so close to the frets, the closer you are to the nut. But we do have some, you know, significant fret wear there, so I do want to scan the frets that are close to the nut. So the strings do throw a shadow onto the fingerboard. You can see those shadows, but we don't worry about the fingerboard too much. We want to have a good scan of the frets. So if we are missing some information on the fingerboard, that's not too bad for our purposes. So when it turns green, that means that we have, in fact, a complete scan. So why am I doing this? Well, Dr. Kevin is putting together an app, and we're collaborating on this. Now I have no idea how to code anything. Am I even using the right word? I don't know. So I just share my ideas, and I mean, he's got his own ideas, obviously. He is a guitar player and he's very technical, obviously. And then we have Zoom calls, and then we kind of brainstorm what else could the app do. And we don't want to tell you too much just yet, but the app can analyze these 3D scans. I'm spending a little more time on this one because I really want it to be good, but I think we're done now. Okay, so let me pause. So the app can analyze parts of the guitars, and it can also simulate some things. Perhaps we're still developing, simulating a setup, perhaps simulating some fretwork eventually. It's not there yet. The app can simulate string bending now. It can generate virtual strings. So we're going to remove the strings from the scan, and then we are going to simulate the strings in the virtual space, and we can simulate how the guitar behaves, etc. And is it going to be fretting out, etc. So we know now where it's fretting out, and we have some measurements that I took, and those measurements, well, need to match, right? But the measurements that I'm taking here are limited to the thicknesses of the feeler gauges that I'm using. So if I don't have a feeler gauge between, let's say, what was it? I forgot what it was now, 14 and 16 1/1000ths. Maybe it's 15, right? So we don't know. Or 15 and a half, etc. Same with the string height and, you know, radius, etc. All of that the app can do. So now let me go back to the screen here, and I will show you. So this is the scan, the 3D scan. We need to complete the scan now and then start cleaning up. So how do we do this? Complete scan. Okay. Yes. All right, it's processing, and this takes not too long. That's it. Boom. It's going to turn blue, and now we can remove to reduce the file size and to remove all the information that we do not need. We can just select. Just make sure we don't delete anything that we do need. So anything that turns red, delete, boom. Okay, gone. We can zoom in. Let's delete this thing here. So a straight line right next to the fingerboard, and delete. Okay. So I'll show you the entire procedure. Because like I said, you have a front row seat to this research and development. And that's it. We can capture this as well. Delete. Boom. Okay. We are also going to remove strings. And the headstock we don't need. We'll delete anything we don't need because we want to reduce the file size, obviously. So we're keeping the bridge. So how should I do this here? Maybe like this. I know it kind of looks nice, but we need to be practical. So whatever we don't need must go. I'm still going to make it look nice because this is our baby here today. So this is called a point cloud. There's a bunch of little points. And it's a cloud. We are going to convert this into a mesh. So now, do we need to keep the pole pieces for anything? Let me think. We don't need this. Hold on. Because it's easy to do straight lines. So maybe like this. All right. So this is also deleting strings that are above the pickups, right? I just feel that maybe it'll be helpful to have the pickups there for analysis for some reason. I don't know. Okay. Flip it. It's tedious, so how long does it take me to do this? It depends on the scan. It's never the same. And right now I'm looking at my teleprompter and the image is not very sharp, and that's the only way that I can show it to you on your screen, the way my setup is currently set up here at the shop. You know what? Let's just do this in a straight line here. Just like that. Okay. Maybe zoom out. I want to clean up the side of the fingerboard. Oh, see, we can reset it right here. Zoom in. So, yeah, I would like this to be a faster thing. I don't know if AI can help us one day. I don't know if it's that intelligent. Yeah, how about we do this? we can do this. Okay, I know I'm not talking, but you know, I don't know what to say. This narrates itself. I should have done that from the beginning. And let's do this pickup. Okay, now let's have a look at the bridge. Is there anything we can delete? Okay, so I think we need to start deleting the strings. And that's where it becomes tricky, because here, in order for you to see this, I need to put this image on the teleprompter, and the teleprompter is a horizontal monitor and a half mirror this way. So I don't really see a crystal clear image. And if I put this on my monitor, then I can't show it to you. So let me try. And I can't really see the strings because I don't see it as clearly as you do. So, kids, tell you what, I am going to, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to put this on my monitor here and clean it up that way. So, let's see. I grab it, I put it here. Now I see it, but you don't. And this is much easier for me to work this way, okay? So when I normally do this, you know, on guitars, I don't do a live stream, and I work off of my regular monitor. So clearly I'm not spending as much time cleaning up as I do when I am doing a live stream. Okay. Unbelievable. Can I undo this? Undo. Yeah, okay, because I deleted some frets as well. Okay. Let's be practical. Oh, it did connect, kind of. Let's be practical. I'm going to clean this up on my own. Off camera. So I did scan the guitar. Maybe I'll do another scan without the strings on. Is there a reason to do that? I don't know. But anyway, and then I will send it to Dr. Kevin, and then he'll do his quackery, right? On his computer and the simulator. And we will keep you posted. So thank you very much for joining this live stream, historic live stream. And let's talk soon. I'll keep you posted.